And welcome to Savage Gamer. Today, we're going to be discussing my picks for the top 12 most underrated and hidden gems on the PlayStation 4. These are obviously going to be my picks for the top 12, so if you have a different opinion, please leave it down in the comment section down below. But these are the games that I think go severely under the radar and really deserve a little more spotlight, and I hope I can do that today. So with that being said, let's get it started.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off.
I'll see what I can do.
You think you'll take to it? Being out here? The isolation gets to people. I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you. Not in the same way.
What makes me so special?
2 young women have been reported missing. You're probably the last person to have seen them.
Hey, you kids!
Somebody cut the comms.
What?
I'm out here and the wire is cut clean through.
Wait, you're already there? You're not in your tower?
No, I'm not.
Then who is?
That's right. At number 12, it's Firewatch. This is a great walking simulator, if you will, that released a couple of years ago on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. I don't think a lot of people have really played it, but it is a fantastic story. It really delves into the human psyche a lot, and tracking down a physical copy might be a little difficult. It was only released through limited run games, and I think there's only about 4,000 to 5,000 copies in existence. But if you're just looking to play it, it's definitely easily downloaded on Steam, PSN, or Xbox One, and I would highly recommend it. At number 11, we have Assault Suit Linos. It is a classic retro throwback type of game. It is a run-and-gun shooter with a little bit of platforming. If you remember a lot of those types of games on the Super Nintendo, you will be right at home. And I believe this is actually a remake of a Sega Genesis game, to be exact. It's really great. I'd highly recommend it, especially if you're into the retro-style games. Picking up a physical copy is really easy right now. You can go to your local GameStop, pick it up for between 10 and 15 bucks. I'd highly recommend it. You can also download it through PSN if you like.
For soldiers, war is about victory. For us, it was about getting food. I lived through hell with these people. We were a group. We would do anything to stay alive. I will never forget those days. Things you see in war stay with you.
At number 10, we have This War of Mine. This is a fantastic game. It is a survival strategy game, and it really looks at like the worst aspects of war and what it can do to people. And people can die in this game, and you kind of feel bad about what happens in it. It can go on a little while. It is very good, though, and if you get any chance to play this, I highly recommend it. Currently, if you want a physical copy, you will have to import it from Europe because there is no U.S. physical copies of this game. But it is available for download through PSN and through Steam and other means. But if you are a collector, you will have to import this from Europe. But either way, this is a fantastic game and highly recommended. number 9, we have Strobe Read. It is a classic Japanese shmup, if you will. It's a top-down shooter and a side-scrolling shooter, and it is very fast-paced and very Japanese. And if you're into these types of games, you're gonna be at heaven. It is really fun, but very difficult. This released only through limited run games, so getting physical copies of this is going to be very difficult. There is only about 2,500 produced. It's kind of expensive right now, but it's definitely worth picking up. But again, as always, can also be easily picked up through PSN. I had a lot of fun with this, but man, this kicked my ass, so good luck. Number 8, we have Brothers. It's really like an adventure title that really pretty emotional. This won Game of the Year back in 2013, I believe, with GameTrailers.com. It's a fantastic game. It's like you're playing a co-op game, but it's single player. You use each joystick to control each one of the brothers, and you have to complete puzzles and different things like that. And it's got a really good story to it as well. Again, this is a really easy game to pick up with a physical copy, $10 to $15 at GameStop, and then also digital as well on this. But it's a great game. It's really fun. Pick it up. At number 7, we have Little Nightmares. This is a very unique game. It's a platformer at heart and also horror at the same time. It uses almost a claymation art style when you're playing it. It has a lot of good atmosphere in it, and it's very strange. Picking this up, the collector's edition is going to be next to impossible now. Not very many were made. That's what I'm holding here. The little girl's just so cute. The regular physical copies you can still pick up for around $25 at GameStop right now. I have a sneaking suspicion this may be one of those indie, under-the-radar titles that ends up going up down the road, because I don't think a lot of people have bought it, and that's honestly a shame because it is fantastic, and the lighting and the atmosphere and the story are all really top-notch, and it's just one of those weird games that down the road is going to be very collectible.
That is where I stopped living. I've tried to explain what was happening to me. I was tied to my bed for days and days. abandoned to my nightmares, silenced only by an injection. My fear was no longer fear. It was madness. And when you're mad, life, as you know, it ceases to exist.
Oh boy, Town of Light. Ugh, this is one of those really creepy walking simulators. If you're not into atmosphere and just story, there's not a ton of gameplay here. I mean, you just walk around and kind of experience the story through the eyes of the protagonists, but man, this is one creepy ass game, and if you're into these kind of games, this kind of went completely under the radar. I don't think it got any hype whatsoever. It kind of came and went. You can still buy it at GameStop for $20 brand new if they have a copy. I don't even think the GameStop's got like but 1 or 2 copies of the game. Down the road, this is going to be a hit indie horror title. This is something that I would quickly go to a GameStop and pick up. Like you can see right here, like $20. I mean, that's nothing to be paying for this, and that's brand new. So you're probably going to get it used for like $15 to $10 if you can get it. But I would really add this to my horror collection, and if you don't want a physical copy, you can download it on Steam or PSN. But I'd give this a go. It's definitely a really creepy game.
$13,807,001. Stand out, blend in.
Wake up! Wake up!
Packages in sight. Approaching.
They are coming for you.
I'm in more than just trouble.
So, you're Dex. I have no idea why Raycast wants you safe, but now you're my bag.
Netrunners and cyberpunks. Help them?
Not your problem? There's nobody whose problem this isn't, kid.
She's not a hacker. Of course she's gonna think like everyone else.
Go to war and win?
Leave, human. All warnings have expired.
Get out of there! Luke, get out!
I don't have time.
At number 4, we have Dex. It is a cyberpunk action RPG that is made in the style of retro gaming. This is a really cool game. It did not get a physical copy in the United States. The only way you're going to get it is to import it from Europe. I will say this, you can also download it through, of course, through Steam or PSN or Xbox One. But what's really cool, this game has a large focus on story as well, and there's a lot of good action platforming and like action going on in it. I haven't played a game like this in a long time. It almost had like a Metroidvania type feel to the game, but with a very story-driven campaign. If you can import this game or download it either way, this is a hidden gem of hidden gems, and this needs to be played.
Praise God.
God wants the child. God wants the child. God wants the child.
Get my hammer and nails.
Revelation is upon us. Show no mercy.
boy, at number 4, we have Outlast Trinity. If you're into survival horror, this is a must-play. This is one creepy-ass game. I know I said that a few numbers back on the Town of Light, but this is even worse. This is messed up. There's one coming up that's even more messed up, in my opinion, but this is up there, and if you're into survival horror, you owe yourself to play this game. Physical copies are everywhere right now. It's easy to pick up. You could also do it digital. But regardless, this needs more hype. It needs to be played by everyone who's into those types of games.
Elysium. We need to go back to Elysium. Horrible things. The Organon betrayed us. Quick, we need to go back.
From the creators of the award-winning games The Breakout, The Whispered World, and Harvey's New Eyes, comes a new masterpiece.
Rufus? Are you alright?
I'm here for the Elysian girl.
They all are, but you're too late. The hearing is over.
Well, 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 look who's back.
They call him Rufus. But I have to help her return to her world.
To Elysium?
Experience the bold journey of a noble hero through a breathtaking world.
I am like herpes, a cool version of herpes.
Deponia. Welcome to the junkyard.
Ah, terrific. The rotten smell from Sector 9 isn't so disgusting today.
Help Rufus to escape from his home planet and experience a wild story full of surprising twists, hot pursuits, and the craziest love story since the dawn of time. Take part in a hilarious adventure that you will never forget. Deponia.
Number 3, we have Deponia. This is a very much classic point-and-click adventure game, similar to Monkey Island, or even if you're used to the Telltale series, like Walking Dead. This has some of the funniest lines I have seen in a game in a long time, and much in the vein of Monkey Island and Dirk the Daring from Dragon's Lair. It's a mix of comedy and like slapstick, as well as some heart in this. But this game had me gripped to it from start to finish. I don't think anyone hardly has this on their PlayStation 4 right now. At least not a lot of people. No one I know. You can get a physical copy for like $15 to $20 at GameStop right now if you can find it. You can also download it, again, as usual. But I really think this is a game that a lot of people need to play. If they can get over the fact that it's a very cartoonish art style and give it a chance, they're really going to enjoy it. It's really funny and it's well written. Highly recommend this.
There's a quiet. Makes you remember your own heart beating, your own body quivering. How many different ways are there to lose yourself? Everything runs downhill here. If you go deep enough, the city forgets it's a city. It all feels so alive, so vibrant. But what does it mean? What is it for? I waited on the platform for the train to take me home, but it never came. This is there for a reason.
Oh boy, here is number 2, Here They Lie. This is a PlayStation VR exclusive game, and I don't think hardly anyone has played it. Its physical release was only done in Europe. This could be part of the reason why, but it was available through PlayStation Network. This game is creepy as shit. This has some imagery in it that fucking bothered me, and I mean big time. But that's a good thing, because it's a walking simulator, and it's supposed to be fucking scary, and trust me, this game is fucking scary. You need to play this. It is $20 on the PSN network. A physical copy at this point, you're going to have to pay a little bit to get it imported, probably like $30 total. This game is worth it. If you have a VR, play this game. It will creep you out.
Sunshine for everyone, but as far as I can remember, we've been migratory animals living under changing weather.
And now we have number 1, Life is Strange. I know it's kind of a cheat. I know a lot of people have played this, but I don't think enough people have played this. I think this is a game that really needs to be played by the vast majority of gamers, and even if you're not into adventure games or like story-based games, there's enough here to where I think you still could enjoy it. Square Enix did a phenomenal job with this game, and I hope they keep producing original content like this, because it's nice to have new original IPs that come out with great stories and characters. I mean, you have people cosplaying all these characters now. This is one of those things where it's already going up in price. The physical copy came out at $20, and now it's going for anywhere between $25 to $30 used online, not sealed, because this gets a cult following, and it's going to continue to rise. You can actually, I think they had this for free through PlayStation Network a few months ago, but you can still buy this for relatively cheap digitally through either PSN, Xbox One, or Steam. I really think, and I really wish people would play this game. It is phenomenal, and I really just, again, recommend this to anyone in general that likes a good story. That was my top 12. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know down in the comments down below if you do, or if you'd like me to do more content like this in the future, please let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on Savage Gamer. Thanks.